snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Z. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Z. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 48.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Chris Wormley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. That electric Kansas City offense takes the field again, and a lot of the talk this year, understandably, has been about Patrick Mahomes, but really this is just a fun team to follow, is it not?
It really is, and when you think about their head coach, Andy Reid, and his ability to adapt to the talent he has, adapt to how they play football in 2018, actually be ahead a little bit. Because you see elements of college offenses in his. You see, of course, the spreading the field and throwing it to his fast guys like Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce does a little bit of everything at tight end. Kareem Hunt. I love this offense, and they're winning games essentially 42-28. Their defense has the benefit of playing essentially every game with a 14-0 lead. So this is how they're winning, not on lockdown defense, but really through exciting offense.
And now as the weather gets colder and they're having a good season, this is the time to be tailgating at Arrowhead. This is one of the...
No doubt. Smell that barbecue cooking and hear that crowd chanting and singing the national anthem. Home of the Chiefs.
And an alley to run. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, Charles, a year ago at this time, I asked you what your Thanksgiving plans were, so I got a funny answer out of you last year. I'm going to ask you again, what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
Trying to figure out exactly what time I can kick everyone out of my house so I can just hunker down and watch what's left of the football schedule. That's what I want to know.
Oh, come on. Your mother-in-law is coming in. It's going to be a great time at the Davis household.
Well, she can stay as long as she wants. She's family. But everyone else,
get out.
They have an expiration time.
What about the dogs?
50-50. Depends on how they act that day.
Well, when things go awry, you can just get in the car and head out for the airport because you got a game that weekend.
I certainly do. I will be headed to Charlotte, Seattle at Carolina that Sunday. Looking forward to that one. But even while I'm jesting a little bit about people being at the house, some of you I'm not jesting about. Hurry up and get out.
Brown with his stick skills. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, go back to 48 right now. Let's go. Coming to you.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Hey, with that incompletion, time to have some fun. And I want to know, at the Davis household, who carves the turkey?
Well, it's certainly not me.
Well, I knew that.
I can tell you that. But let's just switch it. Who cares who carves the turkey? I want to know what you're going to be knocking down on your plate on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, definitely turkey. Now, my mom's corn and green bean casserole, while it may not sound overly appetizing, is out of this world. And her sweet potato casserole, second to none.
So, I should be making my plans to fill a seat at the Garden household?
You're more than welcome.
Because I think my household may kick me out.
What's your favorite? What's on your plate?
I'm telling you, when you throw the yams at me, look out. Because I'm gonna go to town. That's like dessert to me.
Well, how about dessert? I go pecan and apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, there's nothing wrong with that. I like the pecan pie, but I do love a chocolate pie. I can't help myself. It's one of my favorites.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. 319.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, this is Collins. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And out come the Chiefs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ace! Ace! Z! He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Motion. So.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go deep. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Z.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Mike 48. So. Check 48 to Mike. Go. So. 48.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the kick by Butker is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Baltimore Ravens coming back out here on offense. Charles, a franchise that hasn't made the playoffs since 2014, and the way the middle part of this year has gone, it doesn't look like 2018 is going to stem that tide, does it?
It doesn't appear that way. They still have a chance if they can get hot, of course, but you're exactly right. Remember, as you mentioned, they haven't gotten to the playoffs since 2014. 4 out of the last 5 years they've missed the playoffs, which is so unusual for Baltimore and their organization. And just think of it this way. The general manager is going to retire at the end of this year. New general manager will take his place. He'll have a big decision to make about head coach John Harbaugh.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now Jackson on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. They pitch it out to Collins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And that's his second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. Z.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Green 39. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Left. Rebud. Catch it.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Gun! Detroit!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
To throw is Jackson. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
Jackson now down around his goal line. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
48,
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 46 yards.
Throw. Here we go now.
Mahomes now on first down. Now he's flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Conley. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Throw. Z.
One final try for Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.